I have a distinct memory of a little art competition that was run in the classroom, which was won by, of course, the competition element of it was there, and it was the winners and the losers. But I was majorly upset because of the intensity of the colour, believe it or not, that one other student managed to get in his picture. And I remember going home with a major complaint to my mother, saying that my crayons weren't as beautiful as the crayons of the guy that won the competition. So, you know what I got for Christmas. After 25 years of experimentation with literally everything available to the artist, as in crayon, charcoal, compressed charcoal, watercolour, synthetic acrylic paints, dyes, acrylic inks. At the present moment, what I'm doing is I'm actually making up the paints that I'm using in the pictures myself from the base, the acrylic base, and mixing various colours and dyes, fluid acrylic dyes, into that. I like the idea of diversity. I like the idea of having the ability to apply it in a mist, as in spraying, or a very, very light pour where I can take a number of litres and pour it all in one draft. I can add to the pour, I can speed it up, slow it down depending on the temperature in the studio. It's the most asked question as well. Where do you get the ideas? I guess the painter's eyes are open. I know that my eyes are open anyway, all of the time, constantly looking, watching and seeing what's going on around. Sometimes it's literally something as minute as the back of a rusty truck that you're sitting behind in traffic at a traffic light, and you have 50, 60 seconds with this gigantic piece of steel which is battered and broken and has paint peeling off it and a rusty sign on the side of it. And something like that, as ordinary as that particular image, will just spark something. Don't ask me how to describe what it is or what it's sparking, but I'll see something like that and it will trigger thoughts in my head. Now, I won't go to the studio and try and translate directly then or literally that particular image. That would be incorrect, but it, I suppose, sparks a certain feeling, sparks a certain idea within the mind's eye. It's just, I suppose, impossible to explain, verbalise what it is. That's the beauty of painting. Once one gets onto the canvas then, one has millions of possibilities, of course, and that's the beauty of it. And it may take a week, it may be 4 or 5 months later, but sections of that, or the essence of that particular thought on that particular day, with that minute detail that the mind's eye caught, just evolves into a section of a painting. To an extent you can, I guess, but the way I'm working on the scale that I work, watercolour just wouldn't do it. You can multi-layer watercolour on paper. You can't build up the same relief that I would be very interested in getting. So the materials that I'm using at the present moment are polymers, which is the main base used in the manufacture of acrylic paint. And I colour then that, which is a milky liquid, and I colour that with liquid intense acrylic dyes, artists' acrylic inks, sometimes dried pigments, ground down finely and mixed into the paint. And I use a specialised hardener then as well if I want to build up a thick relief style surface. There's a lot of gels on the market today. Depending on the piece, I can use them, the clear gel or colour the gel and apply that, but generally speaking I prefer to make the actual paints that I use myself right from the very beginning, rather than buying it as a finished product from the shelf. There's just more flexibility with it. It enables me to apply it as a thin mist or to build it up, which I like to do it anyway. At the present moment I'm working a lot with layers, multi-layering of different colours, transparent drafts of paint, multi-layered. So that's really the essence of the materials at the present moment. Absolutely, yeah. Colour is important to everybody. I don't think there was an awareness of colour when I consider even the state of things today and the awareness of colour today, just in the general. I'd imagine growing up just really wasn't an issue. I just remember a lot of beige, a lot of brown, a lot of navy, a lot of grey. So it really wasn't an issue. And I suppose it's something that I just discovered through painting and sort of serious involvement with painting over the past 25, 30 years.